We are back with OPS Sports Week 4 NFL matchups. I got the classic crew, the OPS crew with me, Kale and Sam. We're ready to give you all of our insight, all of our expertise on these Week 4 matchups. Briefly, just wanted to shout out my man Marlon Humphrey Marlowe, signing that big extension with the Ravens, one of the best corners in the league. Very underrated as well. He's a good dude. So shout out to my man Marlowe on that extension, well deserved. And without further ado, we're going to get into our Week 4 picks. We don't pick any of the games in terms of worrying about the spreads. We just pick straight up winners. We'll each give you our upset of the week, and we'll also give you the lock of the week with this score. You see, my
Hey,
man.
who won last week? Who won last week? Sam?
I didn't count. I was so ticked about the Ravens losing. I was like,
Me
I just
too.
threw off.
I'll have to calculate it after this. Once I edit this video, I'll calculate it and I'll let y'all know who won last week. Right now, though, Sam.
I think Sam won.
Sam probably
That would be
won.
nice.
So Sam had to win the first week. Kale had to win the second week. And it's looking like Sam may have won again. So I need to get on the board here soon. Hopefully week 4 will be kind to your boy. And we can go ahead and get a W on the board for B twice. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into these matchups. The first matchup, we got the Colts at the Bears. Colts are 2.5-point favorites. My man Nick Foles, Big Dick Nick, is back in the game. We'll start it off with Kale. Who you got? Colts versus Bears.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bears now, man. Nick know how to win. He came in and he showed that last week, and then it's gonna make that Bears defense play that much better now that they got a quarterback that they can rely on. So we didn't trust Trubisky at all. So
Right.
Nick being in there, so I'm running with the Bears.
Got it. Sam, who you got? Colts versus Bears.
Rolling with the Bears, as Kel said, it's an energy booster having Nick Foles at QB, especially being at home. I think the Bears take it.
Got you. I'm gonna make it a clean sweep. We all know we don't trust Mitch Trubisky at all, but we do trust Nick Foles. So we got the Bears in a clean sweep. Sam, we're gonna go with you for this next matchup. Saints at Lions. The Saints are 4-point favorites, but they've lost a couple of games in a row. Is Drew Brees gonna lead the Saints to a W? Who you got, Sam?
This will be my upset of the week. I'm picking the Lions over the Saints.
I like that.
The Saints don't play good on the road. Michael Thomas is out. I think the Lions can get it done.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Saints. I trust in Sean Payton a little bit more than Matt Patricia, even though the Saints have lost a couple of games. I liked how Alvin Kamara looked against the Packers, so I'm picking Kamara to have a big game, going with the Saints. Kale, finish it off. Who you got? Saints at Lions.
Hey, I'm gonna roll with Sam this week, man. I'm gonna take the Lions. I'm gonna take the Lions too. I think that the Lions gonna sneak up on them and get them. Lions.
Cool. It should be an interesting game. Next game, Cardinals at Panthers. Lions actually beat the Cardinals last week, but they're coming into this game as 3.5-point favorites. I guess I'll pick this one first. I love my man Teddy B. I'm gonna go with the Panthers. I like how Matt Rule got the Panthers looking. I think the Panthers gonna get it done. So I'm going with the Panthers. Kale, who you got? Cardinals at Panthers.
Cardinals at Panthers. I'm gonna take the Cardinals.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the Cardinals. I still think that Kyler Murray and them guys can get it done. So give me the Cardinals.
I like that. Sam, finish it out. Who you got? Cardinals at Panthers.
I'm rolling with the Cardinals this week. I think the Cardinals bounced back from last week. And I just don't think, even with Teddy Bridgewater, I just think the Cardinals is a better team. So, Cardinals.
I like that. I like that. Let's move on. We got the Jaguars Minshew Mania versus the Bengals. My man Joe Burrow almost got it done in Philly. Had to end in a tie, which is just horrendous. The NFL needs to change that. Kale, who you got? Minshew versus Burrow.
You mean I'm still going with Joe Burrow because I feel like the moment
that's our guy.
That's my guy, man.
Yeah.
That's my guy. I feel like the moment I go against him, he gonna
Go get that W. I like
so
that.
I
Kale.
think I'm taking Joe Burrow. I'm gonna ride Joe Burrow for the next couple weeks. I'm gonna tell you that now. I like him.
I like that too, Kale. That's our guy. That's our guy. Sam, who you got?
I'm rolling with Joe Burrow at home to get his first win. He's really motivated. The Jaguars are a complete mess. And I think the Bengals have more upside. Bengals it is.
I like that too, Sam. Let's make it a clean sweep. We got these Mississippi, Arkansas, Texas mosquitoes out here giving me the blues today. But let's make it a clean sweep. We're gonna go with my man Joe Burrow. A big note in this game: Geno Atkins is back. He's gonna ruin the interior of that Jaguars D line. Geno Atkins' first game back. I like the Bengals to get their first W. Sam, we're gonna throw this one to you. The Browns, Odell, OBJ, Baker, feeling dangerous. They 2-1 at the Cowboys. Who you got, Sam?
Oh man,
I'm rolling with the Cowboys. The Browns defense is horrendous. They spent all their money on offense outside of Myles Garrett on defense, and that is a mess. And Zeke is going to eat this week, especially at home. Cowboys take it.
I like that pick. I'm rolling with the Cowboys too. I don't think Jerry's gonna let them lose many more games. He's probably gonna come down from the booth, try to start coaching like he used to have his hands in Jason Garrett. But I think Mike McCarthy and the boys will get it done. I don't trust the Browns defense. I hate to say this. This used to be my guy. I don't trust Baker Mayfield. I think he's a front runner. When he has to actually play teams that have some talent, he doesn't get it done. So I'm gonna take the Cowboys. Kale, who you got?
hey, I'm gonna take them boys. I'm gonna take the boys. I don't think they'll lose to Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield to me is overrated. He
Agreed.
doesn't deserve all these commercials.
Agreed. I'm tired of seeing him.
You got players like Lamar out there who exceeds his talent, but yet I ain't seen no commercial. But it's all good though.
Correct.
But I ain't a Baker Mayfield fan.
I'm tired of seeing Baker in all those commercials as well. Get my man Lamar in some of these commercials, man. Patrick Mahomes earned his commercials. Russ earned his commercials. Get my man Lamar in some of these commercials, man. Tired of seeing Baker. We need to see winners. Moving on. The all disappointment bowl right here. Vikings at Texans. I think this one is on me. As everybody knows, I love my man Deshaun Watson since the days of Clemson. But I do not love his coach. I can't stand me some Bill O'Brien. Bob is a disgrace as a coach. Then he's even more disgraceful as a general manager. But the Texans will get this W. Somehow, my man Deshaun Watson's going to will them to a victory despite his horrible coach. Kale, who you got? Vikings at Texans.
Man, this is a tough one here for me. Deshaun might get his first dub, but I don't know, man. It's just the way they've been playing.
Yeah, they've been ugly. They've been ugly.
I'm gonna roll with him. I'm gonna give him another shot. I'm gonna roll with him at home because they came pretty close. They should have beat Pittsburgh and they didn't. So I think they're knocking on the door.
I like that. I like that.
Give me Houston, because they knocking on the door like, yo, W right here. Come on.
Right,
You know,
right.
so, yeah.
Y'all remember that commercial with the old guy that's fishing with the dollar bill, and he's like, "Oh, you almost got it." That's the daggone Texans. That I swear, that's the
Gotta be
Texans.
quicker than that.
Right, right. Got to be a little bit quicker than that. Sam
Yeah.
rounded out Vikings at Texans. Who you got?
Let's make this a sweep. I think Deshaun Watson gets it done. Now, whoever made the Texans schedule, they don't like them. You gave them the Chiefs, then the Ravens, then the Steelers. I'm like, my God, like who's on that staff used to date who or whatever. I ain't getting it all.
Right,
But
right.
you know, something going on there. But they gave him a break this week, so I'm gonna go over the Texans over the Vikings.
Bill O'Brien, you got one more chance. This your last week. If you don't win this week, I'm not picking the Texans anymore. And I'm going to call for Deshaun Watson to get traded at the trade deadline. You heard me right. You heard me right, Bill. You got one more chance, Bill. You got one more chance.
That's funny. That's funny.
Moving on. Seems like it could be a blowout, but I think it might be closer than we expect. The Russell Wilson's current MVP, number one, after a few weeks, at the Magic, the Fitz Magics. Seahawks at Dolphins. I think it's on Sam. Who you got, Sam?
Rolling with the Seahawks. Their defense is looking a little bit suspect the last couple of weeks, but I don't think they will be as exposed against the Dolphins. Seahawks take it.
Got you. Kale, Seahawks at Dolphins. Who you got?
Oh man. Give me Russell Wilson, please.
Say no more. Honestly, I think this game is going to be closer than people think. I think the Seahawks are primed for a letdown because Russ been playing out of his mind. But if you take Russ out of the equation, their defense has been dumpster juice. And I do think my man Fitzmagic got a little more magic in the tank, but I can't go against Russ right now. You can't go against Russ. So clean sweep for the Hawks. Chargers at Buccaneers. I believe it's on Kale. Tom Terrific versus Sunshine Herbert. Who you got, Kale?
I'm gonna take the Bucks. I think the Bucks gonna go on a little roll right here. I think the Bucks are warming up. So give me the Tampa Bay. I think that they starting to move they starting to gel together. And I think they're gonna go on a little streak.
Like that. Who you got, Sam? Bucks versus Chargers.
I'm rolling with the Bucks. The Bucks are playing really well on offense. Their defense has some adjustments to make, but I don't think it'll be. I don't think the Chargers going to have enough what it takes to beat the Bucks. Their rookie is playing well, rookie quarterback, but I don't think he has enough to outdo Tom Brady for 60 minutes. So I'm rolling with the Bucks.
Well, I'm gonna make it a clean sweep. The Bucks are my Super Bowl pick, starting to round in the form. So I'm taking the Bucks. Not much more needs to be said. So Pittsburgh and Tennessee, that game has been postponed for later in the season.
We don't like Pittsburgh or Tennessee anyway. Boo!
Correct. We honestly, those are two of the Ravens' biggest nemesis right now.
We don't like.
So forget them. We're gonna move on. I don't think this one will be very tough. Giants at Rams. No Saquon Barkley. Rams have been looking a lot better than they did last year. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Rams in a blowout. I just think Sean McVay is a really good coach, and I think their defense is underrated. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the Rams. Kale, who you got? Giants at Rams.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Rams too, man. I don't think it's gonna be close. I think that I don't like Jared Goff either.
Me neither.
He does throw the ball very well, and I think that he knows how to run his offense. And like you say, McVay is a good coach. So Rams, blowout.
Sam, finish it off. Rams versus Giants. Who you got?
Let's make this 3-0. The Rams take it against the Giants. The Giants have just had a lot of unfortunate things happen to them, not only on the field with injuries, but also in upper management. So, Rams.
Clean sweep for the Rams and Jared Goff. This might be the game of the week. As you all know, whenever the Raiders play, we let Kale pick first. Silver and black gang gang. We got the Bills and Josh Allen, who's playing out of his mind, becoming the second best QB from that 2018 draft. Definitely has impressed me so far, going across the country to face the Las Vegas Raiders. K. Dot, who you taking in this game?
Well, you know I love my boys. I really do, but I gotta be real. I think we're a little too banged up. We got too many players out. You know, Henry Ruggs not playing. Brian Edwards is out. Richie Incognito's out on the offensive line. Damian Arnett is out on the defense. We got too many holes. We got 16 injuries total. So we a little too banged up. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout game. It's gonna be close. But I feel like that we fall to 2-2 this week. I hope not, but I just feel like we're gonna fall to 2-2. I hope I'm wrong.
Right. See, on Ordinary People Sports, even though we love our teams, we're also very objective. So big shout out to Kale for being realistic about how the Raiders are coming into this game. Sam, Bills versus Raiders, who you got?
I'm rolling with the Bills. The Bills played really good last year, and I think they by them getting Stephon Diggs, and I think they can really contend with the Patriots for the AFC East. And with the Raiders being banged up, like Kel said, I think the Bills take it, even though they have to travel far.
I'm gonna go with Josh Allen, man. I'm just making a clean sweep. I actually think with the Raiders being banged up and the way the Bills are playing right now, I hope it doesn't become a blowout, but this game could be a blowout. I think Diggs and Allen are a really good combo, and then you still got John Brown and Cole Beasley. They may get that tight end back. I actually think this game could get a little ugly. So clean sweep
Nah,
for
it ain't
the
gonna get
Bills.
ugly. It ain't gonna get ugly, Brandon. Beat twice. It ain't gonna get ugly now. Let's not get
Yeah.
all right. They ain't gonna come in our house and just kick us around 37-10. Carl can't score.
I was
All
thinking
right?
more. I was thinking more 37-16, 37-18, something like that. Not as bad, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like this matchup. I don't like this
I
matchup.
don't
I'll
either.
be honest. Yeah.
I don't feel good. I just hope.
I,
I hope I'm wrong. I
I'm gonna
hope
take
I'm
it a
wrong.
step further. I'm gonna take it
But
a step
I'm
further.
just, you
The
know.
Bills might be the dark horse team in the AFC that could potentially match up with the Chiefs down the line. They still got to show me more, but the way Josh Allen is playing, they got a good defense. Bills, watch out for the Bills. Watch out for the Bills. They're building off of what they did last year, and Diggs is balling. Diggs is balling. Only a few more picks to go. Another disappointing team. The Carson Wentz led Eagles against the 49ers. I'm going to go ahead and take the 49ers. Kyle Shanahan is a genius. And furthermore, I want to give the 49ers a lot of credit because with all the injuries that they sustained, most teams wouldn't be able to be where they are, but they got a deep roster. They're starting to get some of their players back. I think the 49ers are going to be there at the end of the season, and they're going to be a tough out no matter who they play if they get to the playoffs. I wouldn't want to place the 49ers. So I like the 49ers in this game. I think it's going with Sam. Who you got, Sam?
I'm rolling with the 49ers. The Eagles, I don't know what to say about them. You know, this was a team that just won a Super Bowl a couple years ago, and now they've fallen so much off the map.
Yeah.
You know, I still think they overpaid for Wentz, which is
I agree.
another story for
I
another
agree.
day. You know, Deshaun Jackson hasn't played well. You know, maybe they should give Jalen Hurts the ball more. I don't know what the answer is. But I just think the 49ers are a better team. Kyle Shanahan, as Brandon said, is a genius who was used to be part of the Atlanta Falcons coaching staff. So, you know, I think the 49ers take it.
Where they at?
It's at San Francisco. It's at San Francisco. So Philly's coming to the West Coast.
I was about to ring the alarm and call my upset if they was in Philly, but I can't bet against San Francisco in San Francisco, regardless of their injuries, and I don't like them either. So,
no doubt,
yeah.
no doubt, no doubt. So clean sweep for the Niners. Eagles, show us something. Show us that y'all still got some competitive spirit. And Sam brought up a great point, and I'm gonna take a step further. Carson Wentz did not win that Super Bowl. That was Big Dick Nick. That was not Carson Wentz. He really hasn't proven to be worth that money yet. What has he really done? Just leave it at that. Jalen Hurts waiting in the wings.
I like
Ravens at Washington football team. Battle of the Beltway. Let's get this straight right now. Tired of hearing people say Baltimore's in the DMV. Baltimore is not the DMV. Baltimore is over here. The DMV is over here. Baltimore, DMV. Baltimore, DMV. They are not one and the same. No. Stop it. Kale, Ravens at Washington. Who you got?
As horrible as the Ravens played last week, they ain't gonna let that happen twice. So
I hope not.
I'm gonna ring the alarm and call it upset.
I like that, Kale. I like that, Kale.
That Del Rio is gonna
get you.
That's some chutzpah.
I gotta shake it up.
You gotta be kidding me.
I like that.
Let me take the Washington football team.
I like that, Kale. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I looked at the line for this game, and it's minus 13 for the Ravens. I think this is gonna be a much closer game.
I don't think it's gonna be a blowout.
I agree, and I even think through 3 quarters. Through 3 quarters, I would not be surprised if the game was tied going into the 4th quarter. People are sleeping on Washington's front 7. Them boys can get after the QB and they can stop the run. But Chase Young is out. And I'm hoping that Greg Roman sticks with the run. He better not have Lamar trying to throw 30 and 40 times in this game. That's a recipe for disaster because Washington's D-line and their pass rush can get after the Ravens. I'm going to go ahead and take my boys, but it's definitely going to be closer than people think. And if we were betting money, I don't think the Ravens will cover the spread. That's just me. Hope I'm wrong, but I agree with Kale. I think this game is going to be closer than people think. Sam, who you got?
We're going to blow them out, people. Let's get this straight. We had Queen
I like that.
Slide to the right, slide to the left, crisscross, and Lamar throwing for 35 yards in the first half. I ain't none of that. You don't think Dobbins going to run that ball? Marlon just got paid. And I'm just going to be honest with you. By Chase Young being out, I think that's going to hurt them, especially when we run the ball, I think that Haskins is making progressions, but I'm going to be honest. I think Marcus Peters can bait him into getting a pick because Haskins is still picking up the NFL game speed.
Great point.
I think the Ravens win. This is my lock. And the score will be Ravens 34, Washington football team 10.
I like that. I like that. Let me just say this. I'm speaking directly to Greg Roman. Let me get in the camera so y'all can see my handsome face. Start Gus Edwards. Gus Edwards needs to start this game, and he needs to finish this game. Gus needs to play most of the carries in the first quarter, most of the carries to close out the game. That's the problem. That is the problem. Greg Roman trying to do all this extra. Start Gus Edwards. Now, if the Ravens start Gus Edwards and they close out the game with Gus Edwards, it'll be a blowout. But if they want to do the stupid stuff that they was doing last week, it could
I
be a
told
lot
Brandon
closer.
what the Chiefs were going to do.
So I'm
I told
hoping.
him. He didn't believe me. I told him.
Yes, Sam called it last week.
I told him
Sam
way
called
before
it.
the season started.
Sam told me this in the offseason once he realized that we was playing the Chiefs. He called this whole game. And I said, no, Greg Roman and the Ravens will have learned from last time we played the Chiefs.
Yeah, right,
They didn't learn nothing. They didn't learn
Right.
nothing. Andy Reid was toying with us, man, calling
Yeah.
fullback screens, calling
He was.
left tackle.
He was.
Let me stop talking about that. That's week 3. We're moving forward. What my man from Luke Cage say, forward, always forward. And the Ravens, you better start Gus. You better close out the game with Gus. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear anything. You better start Gus, and you better close out that game with Gus. So we're rounding out. Great game. I would say this is the game of the week. Two geniuses. Belichick on defense, Andy Reid on offense. Two great quarterbacks. Cam versus Mahomes. I'm gonna start off with Sam on this one. Patriots at Chiefs. Who you got?
I'm rolling with the Chiefs. I know that Bill Belichick is taking a lot of the film from week 3 of what the Chiefs did with Baltimore. But the Chiefs have too many weapons, and I don't think Cam has the offensive firepower to keep up with Mahomes.
Right.
That's the reason why I think the Chiefs win. Now, previously, before I think last year, the Chiefs went up to the Foxborough and they got the win, you know. But before then, the Chiefs couldn't beat the Patriots, but Andy Reid has started to figure it out. And especially with the new running back they have from LSU and everything, the Chiefs can outscore the Patriots. Chiefs.
I like that, Sam. I like that. Kale, who you got? Patriots at Chiefs.
I gotta roll with the Chiefs. The Chiefs are real slick. Andy Reid is really slick. He don't come with the same game plan every week. And just because how they play against y'all, he gonna strategize for the Patriots. And I think that they can score because when I look at the game last week against, me being a Raider fan and watched the whole Raiders Patriots game, we got in the red zone twice. One, they got us on a fumble. Well, Josh Jacobs fumbled the ball, and one of the Patriots took it from him. And then the referee just threw his hand the other way. We was first and goal going in. So we just got down there and we could score. And if Carr was carving them up like that, Patrick Mahomes gonna get him. So I think the Chiefs gonna, put it on them.
I hear y'all talking this Chiefs love and blah 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 blah.
You still listen. You got to get over that loss.
Yeah, call me an angry Ravens fan, but ring the alarm. I'm going with the upset. The Patriots will beat the Chiefs. Here's why. I think Bill Belichick is the greatest coach of all time. And I think Andy Reid is one of the best offensive coaches of all time. Playing when the Chiefs played the Ravens last week, Bill Belichick will be able to see how the Chiefs played the Ravens and be able to format his offense to beat the Chiefs defense this week. I think he'll have a great game plan based off of seeing how they played Lamar, seeing how they played some of the Ravens weapons, and they'll be able to format their game plan specifically to beat that Chiefs defense. And one more thing, but wait, there's more.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes, as great as he is, and he's the best I've ever seen. But one thing about Mahomes, the Patriots defense does give him some issues from time to time. They do have the secondary to match up with the receivers. Not say contain them, but match up with the receivers. So I do think in classic Bill Belichick fashion, the Pats are gonna have something prepared for the Chiefs. And I think the Chiefs playing the Ravens last week gives Bill Belichick all the game plan tape he needs to see how to exploit that Chiefs defense with Cam. And they're going to run that rock.
Skip. Come on, Skip. You know better than that.
Shannon.
Come on, Skip.
Shannon.
Brandon.
Shannon.
Come on, Skip. No.
Watch out for Edelman in this game. That's all.
They do not have high power to beat. No. We'll see, y'all. This is the debate show.
Yeah.
We're going to see.
Yes. So I'm bringing it along for the Patriots. Final game. I'm going to go ahead. Aaron Rodgers is playing. This is my lock of the week. Packers big. The Falcons are a dumpster juice. They're going to fire Dan Quinn after this game. That's my prediction. Even without my man Lazard. Even if Devontae Adams don't play. Even if Aaron Rodgers throws 10 passes this game and they run the rock the rest of the time, he's still throwing for 350 yards on 10 passes. Lock of the week, Packers over Falcons. Let's call it 34-17. I'm done. Y'all finish it up.
To you, sir.
All righty. I'm gonna go with this lock of the week too. I think no. I'm sorry. This ain't gonna be my lock of the week. Go back one game for Brandon. The lock of the week is gonna be the Chiefs. I'm locking that the Chiefs.
I love it. I love it.
That's my lock of the
Scared
week.
money don't make money.
That's
I
my
love
lock
it.
of the week right there.
Chiefs. I love
but
it.
I'm taking Aaron Rodgers in this game. Period. Atlanta suspect. Very suspect.
Discount double check. All right, Sam, round it out for the week, man.
The Falcons, I don't know what's going on with them. They blew so many leads. Playoffs, 2 of them this season.
Right.
You know, I'm going to be honest with you. This ain't fair to my man Julio Jones.
It's not.
In my opinion, excuse me, he is this generation of T.O. Big, strong, fast, big hands. This ain't fair to him. He needs to ask for a trade. At this point, he deserves to be ring chasing, not dealing with the Falcons mess.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm rolling with the Pack.
I like that. Shout out to my man Todd Gurley from Baltimore too. Todd needs a ring. Turn it off, Kale. Tell him to wait.
I did.
Tell him to wait. But so that rounds out our picks for this week. It was a fun video today, man. We had some fun.
Hold up, Brandon, hold up. You didn't pick your upset of the week. Did you pick an upset of the week? I didn't pick an upset of the week.
You didn't. I picked the Patriots to ring the alarm on the Chiefs.
You got to be kidding me.
Oh, yeah, you did.
got to be kidding me.
I did.
Yeah, he did.
Killer Cam is going to get it done. And then you're going to hit him with the straight out of Wakanda.
Ladies and gentlemen, forgive him.
We doing it for my man T'Challa. We doing it for Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace and power. I'm telling y'all are underestimating giving Bill Belichick game film against a similar team. The Ravens and the Patriots got a similar offense. But
no, they don't.
I trust Bill Belichick more than Greg Roman with the game plan.
Listen, the game plan ain't gonna be the same as it was against y'all. Y'all got a better defense.
No,
the Ravens got a better defense.
I agree. I'm talking about strictly Patriots offense versus Chiefs defense. The Chiefs can't play no differently. They pulled out all the stops against the Ravens. Belichick is gonna have something for him. Mark my words. We'll come back to this video Sunday night. Y'all gonna be saying that boy Brandon is a genius.
That's gonna be a good game though. I'm not gonna say it's
Handsome
gonna be a
genius,
flaw. That's gonna be a good game.
Handsome genius. I'm throwing the shades on y'all. Week 4 picks is in the book. Have a good week, fellas. We out.